Today is March 25th. It's the Feast of the Annunciation of the Lord. It's also Maryland Day. We're celebrating a Mass here at the 10 o'clock hour in the church, missing the congregation and all the usual people that can come to Mass. So here we look at Isaiah 7 in the readings for this day. And Ahaz, he's not demanding a sign from God. In Isaiah 7, he's letting God bring the answer. And the answer is Emmanuel, God with us. That is the answer that is given. If you read Isaiah 7, it's also the prophecy of God sending his only Son into the world. Emmanuel, truly God with us, even in the flesh, child of Mary. And the reading is put on this day because today is the Feast of the Annunciation, and the Gospel was the Annunciation Gospel in Luke of Mary. And Mary is visited by the angel, and God says, through the angel, "Behold, you have found favor, and the Holy Spirit will come upon you, and now a child will be born who is holy, the Son of God." This is a whole new thing for Mary to have to go through this. She's a teenage girl, but this is pretty frightening for a teenager. It says that she was afraid. You would be afraid too, with a mighty angel coming before you. And then a mission. A mission is going to take a lot of courage and a lot of conviction. But she says, yes, well, I will go through it with you, God. I am your servant. So she's saying, not on my strength, but I will serve what you want to bring through me. And so this is something that we say during this time with the virus and struggling through our isolation times and hoping that we all can stay healthy and that breakthroughs can come with this getting stopped or controlled. We say, "Behold, Lord, I'm serving you, and I'm going through this with you, God, and be done to me according to thy word. So here I am, Lord. I'm here to serve you." And I think with Mary and with the reading with Ahaz and Isaiah, they're basically saying, I'm not taking control. You're in control, Lord. And so I'm putting myself in your trust, in your care. Today is also Maryland Day, and I think what could have been a frightening thing was the people who were leaving England, crossing the Atlantic Ocean in two ships. They both get separated. They're coming to a new world where they may not be accepted. It's a different kind of a colony they want to start, Catholic, so they're not really welcome down in Virginia, where the other colony has already started, just a decade or two before. They end up coming up these charted waters of the Potomac that Captain John Smith had explored, and there have been some relationships with the Native Americans here, but they still are coming into uncharted territory and adventures that they have no idea what's ahead. The Catholic faith starts on March 25th, 1634, here in Maryland, and Father Andrew White and another priest celebrate Mass on what is today called St. Clement's Island. And they begin a life here in Maryland of a colony that continues to today with 250, 300 parishes now in Maryland. But back then there was just one. And they had so much to struggle with when they started this colony. So we think on today, when we think of our own struggles, we think of others who have been through struggles too, and we turn to our God, and as they began the whole adventure of this colony of Maryland, they began it with a Mass, and it happened to be Annunciation Day, the day when the Lord broke through into our world to answer our cries.